What is up, everybody? Merry NJ08 with my new series of iPad app reviews. And as you can see here, this is our first app that we are reviewing. I'm actually going to review two today. The first one, as you can see, is Injustice Gods Among Us iOS app. The second app that I'm going to be reviewing is Real Racing 3. The reason why I'm doing these back to back is they actually have something in common. They are both what they call freemium games, free to play. They are completely free to download.
I let myself believe we're making things better.
I'll get to why that is in a minute. Look at this intro, fantastic. Now let's start off with Injustice, okay? I've been spending quite a lot amount of time on these apps. The longest I've spent on iPad apps in a while. I've spent at least a few hours on each of these games. I'm enjoying them, obviously, to be spending that much time in them. And, skip that. You guys can check that out. And, you know, this is for you guys that have been debating on whether or not getting it or not. So, why do I like it so much? Well, this app here, Injustice, is kind of like, I call it the companion app to the console version. Now, let's get the elephant out of the room first. This is a free-to-play game. Now, of course, there is in-app purchases, but let me explain. The in-app purchases of both of these titles, let me go one by one, so I don't confuse you. As far as Injustice goes, I have not spent a dime yet. Now, you could do everything in here without having to pay if you take your time and invest in hours and hours of playtime, like, you know, video gamers used to do back in the day, before they bought everything, you know. Now, of course, let me explain to you how this works. This awesome, phenomenal game. There is a shop. You can either buy booster packs, which kind of give you the best of everything at a cheaper price, or you can purchase these characters. Now, every single one of these is available to buy without real money. It's just going to take an awful long time, of course, to save up for it. But if you can see, everything is in coins. So, for those that don't want to do that, you can purchase coin packs and buy coins with real money to speed up the process. So, you know, like right now I'm facing a boss and he's pretty hard, Green Lantern, because I don't have really upgraded characters. Well, if nobody wanted to take the time and review, you know, and play through their character and upgrade them, they could quickly jump the gun and purchase his abilities and purchase higher end characters. As you can see, they're color coded: orange, silver, you know, the more high-end ones. I mean, look at Superman here, 220,000. So just imagine how long that would take to purchase him. So there is in-app purchases. But let me explain something. It's not up in your face like most, like Dungeon Hunter 4 and a lot of other freemium apps are. It's not, you know, constantly telling you, hey, you gotta buy this, hey, you gotta buy this. I think this is really the way to go. This is the best of both. I mean, sure, you could do in-app purchases, but it's completely up to you, and it's your decision. Or you could everything in this game is available to be played. Let me show you some gameplay. So, like I said, you have booster packs. You have these support cards, which are kind of like upgrades to your player that give them different perks. You can purchase them. You can purchase the characters, or you can purchase booster packs, which for a cheaper price gives you a random character and also support cards that go with it and upgrades. So you kind of don't know what you're getting. Now, don't be confused with the word card. This is not a card game. Oops, I closed the app out. This is not a card game. It's just based, everything is in the form of a card, but it's a complete fighting game. However, it is not one-on-one. I did it again. Unbelievable. It is not a one-on-one fighting game. It is actually 3-on-3. Or in this case, it's going to be 3-on-1 because we're playing a boss here. But see, you have all these characters, all these backgrounds here, these levels, battle select, and when you get to them, you get to a boss at the end, and then you go to the next set, and so forth and so on. At the end of every set, there's a boss. But it's 3-on-3. I'll show you here. You have all your power and super moves. Okay? You also have what's called energy. So, if you don't want to, again, if you don't want to spend real money, and your player is out of energy, okay, you have to wait, basically, and it's not that long. Okay, you tap, you have block, you have swipe moves, and then you build up your super meter, and like Flash does this kick that you have to land. You can switch between players. He's real cheap, this boss character here. He shoots grenades and whatnot at you. You have Deathstroke here. See, I'm switching through characters. He has his super. You can swipe. Each one does something different. Again, switch again. Catwoman. As you can see here, we're fighting Green Lantern. Loves to be cheap. Look at that. Nice. Okay? But anyway, you get the idea. Okay, I'm just gonna let him die off here. Let's see. I think he's gonna land this too far away, yeah. But anyway. Yep, sure. So there you go. Injustice, Gods Among Us. Very awesome game. What is the advantage of why would I play this if I already own the console version? Well, actually, there is an incentive. You can actually earn things in the console version, unlock things by playing this, and vice versa. Okay? There's costumes and whatnot and different things that you can actually unlock. Achievements. Let's see here. Yeah, you can go through Game Center and do your regular achievements. But yeah, like I was saying, you can unlock things on the console version by doing things, achievements in the iOS version. So, great game. I'm really enjoying it. Trying to save up some coins, and as you can see, I have very little left because I've been putting it into my characters. But again, that's what's required when you get higher up with harder characters that you have to fight. So that is the Injustice app. Now we're going to go to Real Racing 3. And I'm going to pretty much say the same for this. It's not up in your face with in-app purchases. You can pretty much do everything as long as you take the time and really enjoy the game for what it is. What would be the advantage of in-app purchases? Well, same thing. Saving up for a real expensive car. Upgrading your car. Now also, like with the energy and Injustice, this thing works off of upgrades. So when you buy an upgrade to your car, you don't get it instantly. You have to wait. They send it to you. It doesn't take long. You could use your gold coins to speed it up. I haven't had to do it yet. Again, I've been playing this game for quite a few hours, and I haven't spent any real money on it. Okay? So you have your upgrades here. We're going to go back to home. Very like Gran Turismo-ish kind of interface. You have your cars here. See, this is the one I have so far. Not bad. Saving up for that. I got $14,890, and that's not real money. That's all money that I mean, of course it's not real money, but I mean, I didn't spend it in coins. In real in-app purchases, I earned it. I saved for it. But again, you can. And just like in Injustice, you can buy these gold packs. You know what I mean? You can go here. You know, you could. They got booster packs where you could save money also. Or you could do, you know, $1.99 for 50,000 coins, $5 for 140,000 coins, $10 for 300,000 coins. So, you get the idea. And then, of course, you could buy upgrades and better cars and whatnot without waiting. But I'm driver level 2. This is all completely with no real money or in-app purchases. This is all on my own here. The graphics are phenomenal. Absolutely stunning. This is one of the very first games that I played in a long time that really, really impressed me to the fact where I says, whoa. But like I said, you know, I'm trying to get more cars on my garage because, as you'll see, as you get really into this game, it'll be a lot easier than to wait for upgrades and whatnot, and you can switch to another car in the meantime. Otherwise, you'll actually be sitting waiting and doing nothing. Now, it's very realistic, this game, whereas you do take damage and wear and tear on your car. What I mean is that if you drive off the road or if you get into an accident and just the regular wear and tear of a race, you do have repair costs, and if you let them go too long, your car will eventually just, you know, get driven into the dirt, basically. You can really wear your car down. So you do have repairs at the end of every race, and they tell you, and they're not that much money. And plus, you're making money already on the race. So I would definitely keep up on the repairs and keep your car in tune. But, I mean, look at this, though. This is a console game. Look at these graphics. Look how smooth the frame rate is. I am playing this on a newer iPad, but I just wanted to point this out. I mean, look at and this is so in-depth for an iOS game. This is really near console. I mean, the amount of cars in this, the amount of tracks, the amount of precision, the realism. It's definitely not an arcade racer. This is definitely something that you want to spend hours and hours at a time with, and keep doing better. And what the awesomest part of this is that it's actually realistic multiplayer. Not live, but what happens is that these cars that you're racing are actually recorded ghosts with, like, intelligence. So it's actually your friend's lap times, and you have to outrace them. So that's kind of neat. It's got all the camera views of the cars, as you can see. Definitely awesome. Look at that. So, I was just messing around there. But I have been doing pretty good. You can log in with Facebook. You can do whatever. Now, see here, you have 3 repairs. So you hit on them. Here, one's $30. Spark plug damage. One's $40. Headlight damage. One's $80. Rear windshield damage. So not bad. I take care of them as I go. Now you hit continue. Now you see the green repair check mark is green again. You can do your upgrades. Like I said, you have to wait. See engine. You can upgrade your engine. So for $6,500, I'll go from 167 miles per hour to 172. And it'll take X amount of minutes for you to wait. Okay, there's lots of different cars you could buy. But the whole point of this is that if you're worried about in-app purchases in the freemium, oh look, a new car coming. Wow. Don't worry about that because I'm still going strong on this and I haven't spent anything and there's nothing up in your face either. It's just, it really comes down to, just like with Injustice, it comes down to how much time do you want to spend in these games, really? And, you know, how much effort do you want to put in? Sure, you could just buy everything in the game at once with real money. Same with Facebook games and a lot of other in-app games, but, you know, that's fine up to a point. You don't want to go crazy either. But I find really saving up and taking a lot of time in these games is really the fun part of it. Sometimes they have sales. Look at this. There's a sale coming up for a Porsche. Look at this. So, see, so they're telling you here if you want to use real money, it would only be 98 coins. So that's that. So, I just want to review those 2 apps. If you're thinking about getting them, definitely, there's no loss. It's completely free. And take advantage of it and really enjoy them and get back to me and let me know what you think of them. I like them a lot. And I think if companies really stick to this, and I think it might really work in the future for apps. If it's done correctly like this is, it could be pretty useful. Okay, take care everybody, and I hope you enjoyed my double app review. Bye now.